Stand up straight on the count of 8. It's Rhyme and Reason 656.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're...
Hey there, Tony here once again, and I wanted to share a little story from when I was a little fella way back in the 20th century. I know I talk about that other century a lot, but, I spend a lot of time there, so it kind of comes up in my brains now and then. But here's a little story I wanted to share with you. When I was about 5 years old, and I went on a long walk with my grandmother, and we left her house totally out of sight as we journeyed to the grocery store. In my mind, it was easily a walk between countries. We were going out of the yard territory. And if it wasn't, as far as going from country to country, it was at least, like to another state. It felt like, wow, we're going somewhere else, big. And I remember my grandmother telling me to stand up straight, or you'll grow up to be a hunchback. Did you ever get that when you were a kid? I mean, it can happen. You actually can turn into a hunchback, but most people who were maybe not walking up as straight as grandmother might have wanted you to, don't become hunchbacks. But anyway, if anyone knew how to stand up straight, it was my grandmother. I'll just put it that way. She came from a family of straight standers, and I mean tall, too. My oldest uncle, her oldest son, was around 6'4". So obviously he must have listened to his mom when they went walking. What made me remember all this was a bit of information I read about singing and posture. It mentioned how when you sing, you naturally sit up or stand up straighter. Of course, you'll see exceptions to that rule, but the best singers know that you have to keep your diaphragm open, and good posture is the best way to do that. And singing with good posture helps you take better care of your lungs. So there's that added benefit too. Plus, there are groups of muscles called the intercostal muscles, not to be confused with the intercoastal along the shorelines of places like Florida. These intercostal muscles run in between your ribs to help your chest move when you breathe. That's a pretty good thing, because if they didn't, every time you took a breath, your ribs not being able to do what they needed to do, it would probably hurt pretty bad. And when you sing, you give those muscles a nice little workout. And another side benefit of singing is how it exercises your facial muscles. So you'll be able to smile bigger or frown with more intensity, whatever you're, choosing. But I say choose smiling because you'll look much better. I guess there are some of you who won't look good either way, but that's on you. That's not, that's whatever. Now, I never realized how much grandmother was preparing me for a career in music. Yep, she was asking me to stand up straight, which is going to give me good posture, and I'll be darned if she didn't sneak a lot of wisdom. You know how old people get? They sneak in wisdom on you right when you weren't thinking about it. It just got in on you, and later on, oh, that's what they meant. Oh, gosh. Well, now I get it. Okay. It's always there, if you're able, willing, ready, willing, and able to listen. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. Stand up straight and sing a song, even if nobody sings along. I'm sure it's the funnest exercise to help you grow older, well, and wise. Thank you so much for tuning in to this little short posture recommendation. And as always, it's brought to you by TonyFunderburk.com, where you can go over to the merch tab there, get that little T-shirt. And if you're a big person, you're a big fella, you might want that big T-shirt that says, "Life has rhyme and reason because God made you."
There's a rhyme and reason for your